Hey, collective. So I just wanted to hop on with no cards. I would just say like, you know, if there are, other people like in my collective that are going through isolation right now, do not be hard on yourself. Like I'm telling you right now, do not be hard on yourself because the thing is like, everything happens for a reason. And like I said, you know, these things in our lives for real are like a blessing in disguise. Let's say that you don't have a car, right? And you can't leave your house, right? It's a matter of always being in prayer meditation every day from the moment that you wake up. It's having a moment of gratitude, being prayerful, and just never breaking your stride when it comes down to being in your prayer meditation every day. um Isolation can be hard, right? But I feel like with the enemy, right? The enemy will always think that they won, right? But this year is about the year of balance. So there's no possible way that a person can steal from you. And that is where it is. Like I said it before in the last reading I did, right? Where I said, whatever God has for you cannot be stolen from you. So sure, there are other readers that'll say, oh, well, this person's going to steal from you. No, it's not possible. It's a matter of always keeping yourself elevated and keeping yourself in an elevated mind, including when it comes down to settling your mind and you're wondering, okay, when is this going to get better? It's not even that. It's about staying level headed and staying positive every day. Even I myself, I have to call back my power almost every day because I'm trying not to get into a low vibration myself either, because it's like I have to pull myself out of the mud almost every day sometimes. And it's really speaking the mantras and the affirmations of, oh, I am abundant, I am successful. And you know I always say things don't stay bad forever. So don't let anybody make you feel bad about your isolation and what you're going through, because everything happens for a reason. God isolates us for what reason? So that we can grow and be closer to Him, not for us to break under the pressure, okay? And I know, like, there's only maybe a handful, if not more, more people going through this right now. But, don't let the enemy think that they've won in any given situation, because they haven't. Because God, like I said, He does keep the original receipts. When you are isolated, it's not even a matter of, oh, well, this person did this to me, or I lost this, or I lost that. Okay, you lost everything, but you're going to gain everything back. It's just, praying to God, praying to God about having a peace of mind, praying to God, to always, keep you in a perfect state of peace so that you're not losing yourself. Because, the second that you end up slipping down that roller coaster of, of those emotions and being up and down, up and down, up and down, and it being fluctuant, you know what I mean? It's a matter of always staying grounded and always being in prayer meditation. Like, say that you are in isolation, right? Why don't you guys spend some time outside today? Maybe read a book, maybe listen to some music. I know I'm going to be doing that today, and understanding that, the enemy truly doesn't have any power over you. Is understanding that, the enemy wants to feel like they won, right? Because the kingdom of darkness is always lurking, always plotting and planning or whatever, right? But it's making sure that that isolation isn't getting to you, right? And I know some people don't understand, but there are just some people that do, all right? But it's not letting it get the best of you. Sure, it's probably making you look back at times in your life where you have been in isolation, or you have been isolated from friends, or when you didn't have as much freedom when you did when you were younger, right? But guess what? It's maintaining a perfect state of peace and balance in your life today and every day. You know what I mean? And trusting that God has a plan for you, even if you don't see it, because nobody truly knows everything, right? We don't know truly everything. We don't know what's going to happen, right? You know, and it's understanding that God is going to make a way for you. You see, the devil always thinks that he knows God's plans, but guess what? God created the devil, right? So everything is signed off by God, right? So He orchestrates things so that we can grow and so that we can become better, right? So it's not a matter of being hard on yourself. No, it's a matter of understanding that you are elevating and that the people behind you, right, are trying to pull you back into the past, because that's what the devil does. The devil likes to keep you stuck and stagnant in the past, right? But it's not a matter of thinking about what happened in the past. No, it's about going forward and thinking about what possibilities God has for you. What doors is he opening for you? Because he does have a plan for your life. And I know it's in the collective of karmic exes doing, warlock-ish and doing all this dark magic, right? But it's not letting that hold you back from going forward. It's not living in a state of fear, because what is fear? Fear is of the devil, right? So it's not having any fear. It's going forward fearlessly and having courage and understanding that God is always walking with you no matter what you're going through. He orchestrates things and so that we can grow and become better, and eventually things will get better. But it's not a matter of tearing yourself down because, you're not where you need to be. Yeah, it's not your time yet, but that doesn't mean it's not going to happen soon. And I'm going to tell my collective that are dealing with a karmic ex and karmic family members, you guys need to clean yourself with a white candle. I know today that's exactly what I'm going to do. Because, it's a matter of breaking these spells off of you. It's cleansing yourself, cleansing the energy off of you, because you got to transmute the energy. That's what you need to do. And that's something that I will tell you, you need to transmute that shit. You got to transmute it. And understanding that you are not a victim, that you are a survivor, and you are going to make it through. And God is going to make a way for you, because he knows the plans of your life, and nobody can stop that or take that from you. And that's always the object of the enemy. The enemy always thinks, oh, I have a plan for this person and I know how to break this person down. Yeah, because the devil wants to pull you back. The devil wants to hold you down. And that is why it's a make or break period when it comes down to isolation. Isolation is a determining factor of if you can make it, right? And this isn't to say that, I haven't been in isolation many times. No, I will tell you right now, I've had some pretty bad, heinous things happen to me in my life, where the dark night of the soul, not only was I going through the dark night of the soul, but I was going through hell at the same exact time. And, it was like hell broke loose in my house, for real. Not even like on a spiritual level. No, we had pestilence in my house. And I tell you what, that pestilence, y'all, though, I try not to think about it, right? But I'm so grateful that even though I'm in isolation, right, I had that happen to me. And I didn't have a fraction of the things that I had in my room now of what I had then. You know what I mean? So it's having gratitude every day for the things that you do have, not taking things for granted, understanding that, there you still have a level of freedom. Sure, I'm not where I want to be yet, right? But that doesn't mean that God doesn't make a way. And even when I'm doing these readings for you guys and I'm telling you that God is going to make a way, he's going to make a way. He's going to make a way, right? But the devil will never win against God. So it's a matter of always being prayerful and trusting that God always has a plan for you, even if it feels a little dark right now, right? But trusting that God will make a way for you. It's not a matter of backsliding and, you think that you're going to turn karmic because your life isn't going forward. No, that's not the case. Because guess what? Readers are just readers at the end of the day. They're not God. I'm not God either. I'm just a channel. I speak. That's it. But it's understanding that no matter what rocks are thrown at you, no matter how many times people beat you down, right? It's understanding that God is always gonna hold you up. He's always gonna build you up. He's always gonna lift you up. And it doesn't matter what rocks are thrown at you. God is always gonna make a way. Always. And there have been times in my life where I didn't even think that God was even gonna lift me up the way that he did. And times in my life where I felt like I was absolutely blessed, right? And I was so grateful because I feel like my Father was gifting me through strangers, at my old job, right? And it's really holding on to the memories, right? Holding on to the good times in your life. Like, if you did go out, even in isolation, right? Before isolation, It's remembering the sweet memories, but not being afraid to communicate with friends. And, you know, if you need to get therapy to work through your things. But don't let anybody demonize you or patronize you for what you've gone through, because one, they don't know your story. Two, there's a lot that we don't talk about, right? But it's a matter of understanding that God held us up in those times of need when we needed it. And I want you guys to hold on to that. I want you guys to hold on to that feeling, hold on to that thought that God is always going to hold you up. He's always going to keep you in a perfect state of peace. He's always going to keep you a perfect state of mind. And things will get better. I promise you. Because they don't stay bad forever. But I will tell you guys my story about how I did, you know, I was in isolation for a while, and it took me a minute to get back on my feet. Like I said, I've lost a lot. I've had pestilence in my house. I've had welts on my body, and that within itself was hell on earth for me. But you know what? I had 3 best friends that helped me get through a lot of the stuff that I went through. And honestly, I wouldn't know where I'm at. I would not know where I'm at without my friends. So maybe that's confirmation for you guys, you know, not being afraid to talk to your friends, you know, reaching out to your friends, talking to them so that they can help you clear your mind, you know, and just talking to people that understand you, you know. But yeah, don't be scared, you know, like, fear is of the enemy, and it's maintaining a strong mind, because nothing can truly break you. No matter how long you're in isolation, God will make a way for you. And nobody can steal that from you. Nobody can steal what God has for you. And I'm telling you guys that nobody can steal what God has for you. And you guys need to tell yourself that every day. Even if you feel like, you know, you're stuck in isolation or whatever, it's understanding that you need to maintain a peace of mind and not backsliding into like bad mental health problems, you know, because I'm sure, like I said, it can take a toll on people, but it's testing your mind and training your mind to be stronger than your emotions, all right? But yeah, that's all that I have to say, guys. I love you guys so much, and, you know, I want you guys to stay positive about, you know, even if the situation is not looking how you want it to. It's understanding that, you know, you need to build up your prayer, and you need to build up your mind, and you need to pray every day, collective. You need to be in meditation every day, and, you know, not letting anything break you down, all right? And go ahead and clean yourself with that white candle to break these curses off, you know, break off the limitations, because, you know, they never said it was easy, but you got to transmute that energy, all right? All right, guys. I'll see you guys later. Bye.